favorite reporter, journalist, and all things digital media girly. Flag football is back, and we actually have a long day today. We are gonna go get a quick little bump in, and then we are gonna go to work, and we'll be in the field all day. So I'm just gonna take y'all with me. I never quite understood why football players always wore everything like compression. And then I realized it was so people didn't rip their clothes off while everything was happening. And now look at me. Okay, so for context, I've been playing flag football now for about, let's say, maybe 6 or so months. I started in October, but I was... Oh, they're going alarm, baby. I was pretty, timid and just like learning football as a whole while I'm also learning to play football. So that was a lot. Now I'm getting a little more comfortable with terms and movements. For, those who don't know, I'm a former volleyball player. I played volleyball all throughout college, so that's the bulk of I played basketball, I ran track, I swim, I did everything that I possibly could, but that is the bulk of where my athleticism comes from. So it was just super awkward, like learning a new sport as an adult, who's coming from a completely different sport. So this has been a really cool experience. If you watch some of the other vlogs, we've gone to tournaments. Yeah, it's been a whole thing. But that being said, I don't know. Now I'm starting to really get into it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I am pretty sure I'm going to go from practice I'll probably go to work, take a quick shower, change, put a little face on, and then go out in the field with my photographer for the day. So yeah. Put some sweats over all of this. I can never take it when I'm cold. If I need to shed a layer, I will. But I want to be freezing. I live in Washington, D.C., and there is snow on the ground right now. I'm not about to play around with it. Plus, I think there's like another winter storm coming through. Yeah, no. No, thank you. So if y'all follow me on TikTok at all, you know that I have been kind of back on my gym journey, just wanting to be athletic again. So right now I'm taking creatine and pre-workout just to wake me up. And then I've been taking creatine for a couple of weeks now. This is the brand that I use. Just as a means of muscle recovery, being able to go those extra miles in the gym. That's kind of been what I'm on right now. So shout out to the creatine because I do think it's doing its thing. I take about 5 grams each day. I drink a lot of water with it. That was one of the biggest things that I was concerned about, but I haven't had any side effects negatively. I know some people were concerned about that. Yeah, and then my pre-workout is from a brand called Limitless. They sent it to me, and so far I'm a fan. She's pineapple mango. I don't get the tingly thing, which I'm always worried about, so I like that. Yeah. She's a pretty good flavor too. 10s across the board. So unserious about everything because why do I have all of these bags? Please. Okay. Let's go. Stopping down to the basement, and I just realized I think I'm early. 9:22. We about to head to the field. Get a little work in. I hope I have everything actually. Let's start there because I'm not serious about a lot of things. Let me make sure I feel some cleats in here. All right, I feel the cleats in the back. Yeah, one thing about me is I will leave my place of residence without everything I need, and I don't know why. I will tap back in when I get to the field, and I'm gonna try to remember to record while I'm there. I'm gonna have somebody sit the camera somewhere, because that's my biggest problem, is that I will say I'm gonna vlog and then I only get the before and the after, and I never get the during. But we're gonna try to do better. We're gonna try to do better. I've been listening to Kamayo really heavy lately, and I'm just a fan of all of his music. And let me tell y'all what put me onto him, and what playlist that y'all should look up that will really put y'all onto everything. If y'all have ever seen Insecure, y'all know the Insecure soundtrack goes crazy. Like, I'm talking about in real time, I am looking up the songs because I'm like, oh, this is so good. And there's a scene where that scene, I'm gonna clip it, but that scene where Issa and Daniel are standing in front of those red and blue lights, and I think that's the one where they have that song playing, and it's a Kamayo song, and I've been obsessed ever since. So we at the field. I'm about to wait till I see other people, obviously, that I know. I actually muted all of this because I had my work phone right beside the camera, and it was catching all of a meeting that I was in. But basically, that's my teammate Monty, and we was just walking up to the field talking about what work we was finna get in and how cold it was, because please warm up.
Go. Good job, y'all. Back pedal. Here. Sideburn. Wait, come. Here. Back pedal. Finish. There you go. There you go. I got you. Come back.
That cold as
Stop looking at the drill. Skip Junior. Go to straight.
One thing about it, I think playing any sport prepares you for life. So shout out to volleyball for making me completely adaptive, and baby, I can do anything on the fly and on the go. So we just finished up practice. I'm gonna insert all the clips hopefully by now. I'm gonna have to get right, freshen up for work. I'm gonna go wash up for real when I get there, but you got to be able to like go from one thing to the next and still have it all together. So I'm about to go through, do a little light beat on my face, freshen up, and change. I know that we are covering a Cupid undie run and a parade, so a lot of outside and a lot of walking. I brought rain boots just in case, because it's supposed to be really cold and really disgusting. And then I brought layers, so I'm gonna do my best to stay warm. This like furry top quarter zip situation, again, just layering to be warm. Second layer is going to be this Columbia, I think it's a rain jacket or like a windbreaker, but it has fur on the inside, and that's what is important in this moment. This palette is literally like from Amazon. I don't even remember, I think I saw it on TikTok Shop, and it was like a Makeup by Mario palette, and then I just happened to see on Instagram they had, on Amazon that they had the palette, and it has everything that you could literally possibly need to do anything, to like do foundation, blush, contour, Me personally, I will just hit myself with a little blush so that I am not like pale and washed out, and then just a little bronzer. I find those are like just some of the better things that show up on camera, so just to give my face a little definition. So I'm gonna just hit it with a little bronzer and a little blush. Show up on cam nice. I'm gonna just go through some of my prep for what I'm doing today. yeah, I'll tap back in later. So crazy enough, if you know, you know, I am right here by the Kennedy Center, literally right beside the building. This is the building. You can see the sign for the Kennedy Center. And right now is an interesting time in that President Trump chose to stake his claim and impose a tyranny over the world, but especially right here in DC, to almost intimidate this diverse and this culturally diverse and just diverse area that is Washington DC, right? And the Kennedy Center is home to many performances like Alvin Ailey. Just so many different really amazing pieces get put on at the Kennedy Center, and you can already see with him removing most of the board, people are pulling their support. Issa Rae was supposed to have a show there upcoming. She's pulled it. Shonda Rhimes sat on the board. She's removed herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a scary time right now. But yeah, that's just my little 2 cents. Update, we have met up with our photographer. I am currently in another room because I really had to go. But this is what I'm looking like. That's a little bit, yeah, but cold and cozy.
3, 2, 1, go!
And chocolates, other people spend Valentine's Day losing their clothes. Here at the Wharf in Washington, D.C.,
This is the 16th.
Appreciate every single one of them.
Praising.
Well, thank you so much. Okay, can I get a spelling as well?
Yes.
I am in the car. We actually just covered a Cupid Undies run, which was at the Wharf in Washington, D.C. A really cool event where people are literally doing the mad dash in their Valentine theme underwear in support of neurofibromatosis and the funding that goes to that and other child tumor diseases. So that was a really cool event. I got to speak with the organizer and a bunch of people that were just really in support of the organization and the foundation. Yeah, and now currently we are in Alexandria. And for those of y'all who don't know, this was something that I didn't know, random, just, you know, little tangent. The DMV, as a North Carolina girly, is just like the RDU. So it just means that Maryland, DC, and Virginia touch each other in like a little triangle that goes around the Beltway. And that's the same thing for Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. I mean, Raleigh-Durham, Chapel Hill. Yeah, so you can literally go from DC to Virginia in 0.2 seconds. So right now we're in Virginia in Alexandria. There was a George Washington parade, but it wrapped up early because the weather is actually disgusting outside. So yeah, right now we're just getting some weather VO. My photographer, Jake the Best, is actually on his way back, but he just got some good VO of, you know, people out with their umbrellas walking around the city. And yeah, then I think we're gonna go grab lunch and whatever else they need us to do. We are the roving crew, so we are literally going to go get whatever they need. And they, as in the assignment desk, whatever they tell us to go grab, we'll grab. So it is actually the next morning. I got off work and I was extremely exhausted. So I forgot to close the video out. Okay. I want to run the ball. What started as a sunny Sunday afternoon here in Northeast DC interrupted by gunfire right across the street from the Department of Employment Services here in DC.
Well, we think because this is, you know, generator power.
Supports others to drive. And the winner is Johnny.
Thanks for spending the day with me. Okay, love you. Bye.
Just like a star.
Cause baby girl, you shine.
Just like a star.
And we gon' do it big.
Just like a star.
And maybe get a crib.
Just like a star.
Hey, maybe